Okay, hey guys, so welcome back. I am back with another movie review. And I know it's been a minute, I think the last movie review, excuse me, I think the last movie review I did was Ghostbusters back in 20, or what am I saying? Like basically a month ago, I believe. But I just got out of the theater and I saw Spider-Man No Way Home. Actually, this is actually my sort of one and a half time seeing it. Second time seeing it. The first time I couldn't finish it because I had work related issue. I needed to leave, sort of emergency. But I was able to sit through the whole thing this time, and I okay. So I know my opinion is not going to be shared by most people, but I believe that this movie was trash. And the reason I say that is because um, it just wasn't very good. I feel like to these movies, to the MCU Spider-Man movies, there isn't a whole lot of substance, and I feel like this movie was no exception. It coasts on nostalgia for the most part. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the movie, you don't want to be spoiled. Turn away now because I'm going to start talking about spoilers right now. So you've been warned. You've been warned. You've been warned. And also, spoilers is in the title, so not my problem. But yeah. So anyway, so Toby Maguire and Andrew Garfield are both in this movie. And they're not the only surprise cameos that are in this movie. Charlie Cox, who played Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, from the Netflix series, is back in this movie, and it seems as though he's also playing uh, Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, in the MCU movies now. So kudos to him. I actually was definitely looking forward to that, and I'm a huge fan of the Netflix show. If you haven't, go check it out right now. I think it's still streaming on Netflix. But yeah, so he's in this movie. If But he's basically kind of like a glorified cameo. But I'm sure we will see more of him going forward. And like I said, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are also in this movie. Um, there's other people in this movie too: Willem Dafoe, Alfred Molina, Jamie Foxx, Thomas Hayden Church, and pardon me, hang on, give me a sec. And another actor named Reese Ifans, who played Dr. Kurt Connors, aka the Lizard, in The Amazing Spider-Man, all the way back in 2012. All these guys are back, and they're reprising the roles for this film. And I have to say, I was impressed because we've never seen anything like that happen before, where sort of two movie studios, come together and they work together in order to bring us something like this that has that much crossover in it. So kudos to Disney, aka Marvel Studios, and Sony for working things out. I was happy that that all these guys were in it. It was definitely, yeah, it was cool. That being said, there aren't a whole lot of positives to this movie. I feel like it was very underwhelming. I feel like, um, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. All these MCU movies, they're hype. A lot of these movies are hype because a lot of people don't look at it objectively. They don't rate these movies objectively because they're all aboard the hype train. And the funny thing is too is that most of these fans who watch it aren't really comic book readers. They're not. Hang on, pardon me. Mm, sorry about that, allergies. But no. So yeah. Like I was saying, I feel like most of these, um, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of these MCU movies are kind of trash or just overhyped. I feel like a lot of these movies are overhyped. I feel like there's really not a whole lot to these movies. Um, I feel like most of these movies, and Spider-Man No Way Home included, are catered towards children. They're catered towards selling toys, and they're catered towards younger audiences. And it's definitely not, okay, even by no fucking means am I old. All right, 34 is not old at all. Some people might say that, but then they're little shits, so whatever. But no, I'm not old. Um, but I will say I grew up watching the Tobey Maguire movies. I love those movies. Spider-Man 2 to me is the greatest superhero movie ever made. It is a yeah. I mean, there's not much more to say. I would say don't go watch No Way Home. Go watch Spider-Man 2 from Sam Raimi. way back in 2004. Go check it out. It's definitely worth your time. It's worth your time more so than this movie. Definitely. Hang on, give me a sec. Anyway, so still with me? Cool. So yeah, so I would say that yes, I was underwhelmed by this movie. There wasn't a whole lot of action in it. There were some. There were a few cool set pieces. Um, I don't know. I mean, it just wasn't. It just wasn't that great. I don't know how else to put it. Like, I don't like the fact that they tried to sort of falling in line with the whole, Marvel tries to redeem its villains. Literally, that plot point is a part of this movie. Peter Parker is trying to help sort of cure all the villains that are in this movie. He's trying to, like, basically take away their power, or so that they're not corrupted by it anymore. Instead of presumably killing them, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just and then even though I said Doc Ock is in this movie, Doc Ock, so he switches sides. Like, he's not necessarily a villain anymore. He's only a villain in this movie for like 5 minutes, and that's it. Although I will say that Doc Ock does get probably the best action scene in the movie, the highway fight scene, which is pretty cool. And to me, the acting from Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield felt it felt off. It maybe it's because they haven't played those parts for so long. Toby especially, it's been I think 14 years since Spider-Man 3. But I mean, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people are probably gonna hate in this review, call me negative and shit. Fine, I don't care. But it's just my opinion. And you can't change my opinion. Um, I wish I liked this movie. I wish it was better. But it just isn't. It's not that great. Um, what else I would say? Mm, One of the positives to me was Marissa Tomei, and her death scene in this movie was actually pretty effective. I actually almost cried in that scene. That was fuck. Sorry. So yeah, like I was saying, I almost cried in that scene. I thought I knew Aunt May was gonna die, but I just thought the way that they fuck the way that they pulled it off. Tom Holland's acting in that scene was actually pretty good. He stepped it up in this film. He's still not Spider-Man, but he stepped it up in this film. And like I said, the movie's underwhelming. I mean, I literally just saw it, so I probably should have waited to review it a little bit later. But fuck it, I don't care. It's not a very good movie. Um, I hope the next movie. What's the next big movie that comes out? Matrix Resurrections. Yeah, I'm gonna see that. Let's hope that movie doesn't suck as well, because this movie coasts on member berries. This movie coasts on nostalgia. There's not a whole lot of substance to it. Um, Although I do like that, I was impressed by the fact that they did not bring up, or at least Tom Holland's character did not necessarily bring up Tony Stark. I think in one scene he does reference him, but it's more so his tech than anything. So yeah, so hang on. Fuck me. All right. Sorry, I'm back. So no. I thought Willem Dafoe did a really good job. Oh great, now I have no fucking viewers. Awesome. Um, yeah. So I thought Willem Dafoe did a good job as Norman Osborn, aka Green Goblin. I thought his fight scene with Tom Holland was very brutal, and it reminded me of the Tobey Maguire fight scene in the original, which is also really violent. But that's kind of where the positives end. Um, anyway, I don't know. I not in the best mood right now because I thought this movie sucked, and I was really really looking forward to it for a long time. But it disappointed me on so many levels. And if you like it, good for you. But there are people like me who didn't enjoy the movie. So to that I say, leave us alone. We are entitled to our negative opinions about it. You literally cannot try to cancel somebody or try to filter someone out or try to invalidate someone's opinion, because that defeats the purpose of having an opinion in the first place. So fuck off to all the people who can't stand a fucking negative opinion. I don't care. Okay? I wanted to like this movie. I did. You know? And seeing as how Tom Holland is going to be playing Spider-Man for the foreseeable future, I'm a little bit concerned. I hope the writing gets a little bit better for him. I think like I said, I think he did step it up a little bit. I don't think he was terrible in this movie, but I just feel like, another hot take here. I feel like Sony in general makes better Spider-Man movies than Marvel can. Like, I feel like they, what am I trying to say? Their movies have more substance. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna end my review now, but yeah, don't see this movie. This movie is trash. It's just not very good. Um, yeah, fuck. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. Um, yeah, it wasn't that great. Don't see it. Anyway, okay. Well, thanks for watching. Peace.